Hi everyone, it's me Spring, the fiber enthusiast, and welcome to my channel. Today's tutorial is going to be a knit tutorial. This is called the vertical bobble stitch pattern. And now these bobbles are made on the needles. You do not crochet a bobble and put it onto the needle and then do a decrease. This is all done with your knitting needles. So here's the two bobbles. But yeah, it's a real easy repeat. It's multiples of 8 plus 3. And then it's only 4 rows. So it's fairly straightforward and simple. The hardest part is row 1, which is where we do our bobble. But after that, 2, 3, and 4 is super easy. It's not that big a deal. So let's go ahead and jump right into row 1. We're going to knit the first 3 stitches. So we have these like columns on either side here. We have knitted columns, some purl, and then the center is also a knit where that bobble is. And then we have a column here, purl, knit, and then purl on the other side. And then the last stitches are knitted, those last 3. So in between the columns is where we're going to be placing those bobbles. Let's go ahead and get started. You're going to knit the first 3. Again, this is multiples of 8 plus 3. I have 16 plus 3, so a total of 19 stitches for my swatch. Knit the first 3. We're going to purl the next 2, and then we're going to bobble into the next stitch. So this very next stitch, we're going to do all of the following into that stitch. You're going to purl, move your yarn to the back, knit. Bring yarn to the front, purl, put the yarn in the back, and knit. So now we have changed that 1 stitch to 4. We're going to slip 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches back over. And now we're going to pass 3 stitches over this 4th one here that we shifted back over to our left needle. So they were all on the right needle. We slid them back over to our left needle, and we're going to skip this first one, and we're going to slip the next 3 over the top of it. So we drop back down to a single stitch. You can slip all 3 of them over the top if you want at one time, or you can do it like I did and just one at a time. Then you just simply slide that stitch back over to your right needle. And now we're going to purl 2, 1 and 2, knit 3, 1, 2, 3, purl 2, 1, 2, and we're going to bobble again. So bring the yarn to the front, and we're going to purl 1, knit 1 twice into the same stitch without removing it from the needle. So purl, yarn to the back, knit, yarn to the front, purl, yarn to the back, knit. Now we turned 1 stitch into 4. We're going to slide them off of our left needle. And now we're going to slide all 4 of those stitches back to our left needle from the right to the left. There was 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to slip 3 stitches over the last one that we placed on our left needle. So over the top. It's 2. And this is 3. Then you take and place that stitch back on somehow. There we go. You place that stitch back onto your right needle because it is technically completely worked now. There's a bobble there. Now you're going to purl 2 and knit your last 3 stitches. So there's one bobble and there's the second bobble. Now turn your work over for row 2. Row 2, we're going to purl 3 to get started. So purl 3, knit 2, 1, 2, purl 1, knit 2, purl 3, knit 2, purl 1, knit 2, and purl 3. And that is the end of row 2. Let's go ahead and turn our work over and do row 3. Row 3 starts with knit 3. So knit your first 3, 1, 2, 3, purl 2, 1 and 2, knit 1, which will be above your bobble, purl 2, and now repeat, knit 3, 1, 2, 3, purl 2, 1 and 2, knit 1, purl 1 and 2, and knit 3, 1, 2, 3. Turn your work over for row 4. Row 4 is the same as row 2. You're going to purl your first 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. Knit 2, 1 and 2. Purl 1 and knit 2, and then repeat. Purl 3, 1, 2, 3, knit 2, 1, 2, purl 1, knit 2, 1, 2, purl 3, 1, 2, and 3. And that is your 4-row repeat for the vertical bobble stitch. So you have these bobbles right there, and right here, down below, and down below. Okay, so that is how to do the vertical bobble stitch. I hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial. It looks like it could be really cool for up the front of a cardigan on both sides. I think that would be really, really neat to have just a small section go up each side and around the collar area. I think that would be really, really neat. What would you do with this stitch pattern? I think it's kind of interesting with the columns in between these bobbles. It would be maybe neat for a toddler. You'd have to make sure that your holes were a little bit tighter when doing these bobbles like this. Make sure that their fingers don't get trapped in the holes. But what would you do with this type of pattern? I think it's very interesting to see your thoughts and opinions. So be blessed, be a blessing, and until next time, bye for now.